As I want to do, I've been thinking quite a bit about what I can say to people when we meet this month about things, and I really appreciate those people who have offered to attend the meeting or who are coming to the meeting. And I was thinking a lot about what could be said, what could not be said, inspirational messages, messages with ideas to convince or inspire or motivate or to market a particular idea. And come back down to just basically say what you think and in the best way that you can present it. And that's what I'm going to do. In my Indonesian inspired batik shirt, which is a little bit better than a work shirt. The goals of what I want to say are to inspire, but not to convince. I think the evidence is self-evidentiary. To promote bills and bill trading as opposed to just exchange of metal or goods for goods or barter. To introduce some of the ideas with a view to offering ongoing discussion, because the ideas are numerous and some of them are pretty profound. And to start doing, to actually write bills, to get consensus on how we should communicate as a group about this idea and our bids and offers, or how we're going to cooperate with each other. I welcome you who came today as exceptional people, and you would not have come if there wasn't an inkling of an understanding of the issues with the dollar and consequently with government. I want to make you an offer, several offers in fact. Why? Well, I'm done. I'm done with the lies. I'm done with the extortion. I'm done with the cheating, and I'm done with the abuse. I want an income in metals as a key to my own personal freedom, and earned income in metals. Because that can't be done alone or in isolation. And it can't be done without offering it to others first. Because human exchange is reciprocal. You get what you give. My first offer is to share what I know about money and its link to politics. And a bold claim to show the path out, to become independent of it, to be uncontrolled by it and by a fellow man by way of money. These ideas are simple. They are simple to understand, but they are not easy to accept or to implement. There are solutions, but there are no easy solutions. These ideas that I am proposing could, or probably will, cast you as a threat or as a crazy to your friends and family. And there is an element of danger. Yes, danger. Where the law itself and its apparatus is a means of wrongdoing and cheating. And these ideas also involve hard work. They won't make you rich, not at first, although I do know that abundance can stem from it, and stability and many good things. This message is in some ways a call for help, because I do need your help. I cannot do this alone. Human exchange is two-way. It involves more than one person. The extent to which we do this is the extent to which we no longer need government. I want people to consider, to think differently about money, what it is, why we use it, what purpose does it serve? And I want people to think differently about our relationships of exchange with our fellow man, and consequently about politics and about government. And the fact that people are here today says to me that they do and are open to these ideas. These ideas are not, repeat, not for people who are committed or allegiant to government, or who want to be dependent on it to receive its advantages. A topic about which can be expanded on at a later time. And to those people, it's probably better to stop now, because this is not the group for you. Some people say that the dollar is money. I say, accept that if you must. But in so doing, they overlook the alternative. The dollar or dollars is not the only money, nor is it necessarily the best money. I think, or at least from where I'm viewing it and the knowledge that I have, is that it is actually a means of political power, the domination of man over man, or of control. The dollar, when you call it money. But money can also be a means of voluntary cooperation, of abundance and of freedom. Money is a means of social coordination, for good or for bad. I want to talk a little bit about my perhaps favoured metaphor of Robinson Crusoe and Friday on an island. Two isolated people on an island. The simplest example possible where there's more than one. Robinson and Friday could actually fight. And there's nothing stopping them from doing that. And it's true, they could. And if they do, there are things that they should do. That's a topic for that we can discuss later also. But funnily enough, they usually don't. What they do is that they coordinate with each other and they cooperate to produce and then exchange goods with each other. They also do not go out and produce things or find things and then offer them to the other one in the hope that the other one will exchange something with them. What they do is talk, and they agree and cooperate. As a hypothetical example, Robinson will go out and grow the corn, and Friday will go out and go fishing for the fish. They will then come back on their agreement and exchange the fish for the corn, and they will both have fish and corn, and they will both be better off through the cooperation that they have carried out together. This is expressed in a metallic economy as a bill. It's a means of coordination and a means of cooperation, voluntarily cooperating. Another example would be, okay, Friday and Crusoe agree. Well, Friday will come and help Crusoe build his house. And then after that, Crusoe will come and help Friday build his house. They will both be better off. But first, credit must be offered, where one person helps the other first, and then be repaid by the building of the second house. Credit, which is trust, which is cooperation, is inseparable from human exchange. In so doing, they create credit, which can be exchanged by way of bills. I'm working through this example pretty quickly, but let's introduce a third person to the island. Let's say a stowaway arrives on the island. Now that third person could actually go and start a government, could start a bureaucracy and start dominating Robinson and Crusoe and Friday for their own good. They could start a judiciary to make Crusoe and Friday go out and produce the corn and get the fish and then exchange them. And if that third person were to do that, then there are things that all three of those people should do if this happens. Again, a topic for later discussion. Alternatively, that third person could cooperate by way of agreement. He could talk to Friday and to Robinson, start collecting coconuts on agreement, and then exchange them with those others. Then they'd all have coconuts, corn, and fish in abundance. Whereas if they all went out and collected those things and grew those things on their own, they would probably live in scarcity. This is probably the simplest model available of human exchange. And this is my offer: to agree to produce and to exchange, not to bring things to the market, not necessarily just to bring things to the market in the hope that someone else will buy it or exchange it. And it is this where the origins of this group actually start, that prior agreement. And it is this, if you understand these simple metaphors or anecdotes, you do understand how bills work, because it is bills that I want to start producing and exchanging with each other. The idea of cooperation by way of bills is way more efficient, way more flexible, and way more productive than the concept of just producing and bringing things to market, and way more flexible. In a human exchange, credit and trust are inseparable, and it starts with credit. Again, I need your help to be the other end of the deal by writing bills and exchanging them denominated in metal. That is my introduction, and I intend that we can discuss this in much more detail, that we can start doing this, and that we can create our own market to create our own abundance within our own freedom. The extent to which we do this is the extent to which we can be free.